Hello, everybody. Welcome to Monday Monster Movie. With me is Gorilla's Random Thoughts and Admiral Teague. How you guys doing?
Well, I don't need
Do
bail
it.
money, so there's that.
There you go. I'm using he, him today.
Oh, we're supposed to give our pronouns, but my pronouns are cum/mer.
After a long day of throwing ice at the ice agents in Minnesota, I'm sure that's. Did you protest today, sir? Did you try to protest today, sir?
Their paycheck bounced. The check bounced. So fuck no.
You know what? I'm going to fly you out here so that you can be an emergency snow shoveler. You've had experience. You just need to bring 3 forms of ID, copies, and you have to take 2 IVs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I'm
isn't
gonna get
that
stuck
something?
with a. So am I shoveling all the shit off the sidewalk then?
No, the police do that.
Or is New York gonna get a poop map like fucking San Francisco?
New York doesn't really have that problem more than any other city where it snows. But that video that I showed on my show of Michael Rappaport having a meltdown and screaming and yelling like an idiot on X, he lives in one of the most exclusive parts of Manhattan. And we did a quick estimate. We estimated that was at least $5,000 worth of dog shit because they're all AKC dogs. They all have nutritionists like I can't afford, and they all eat like custom dog food, and none of those dogs are walked by their owner. They're walked by a dog walker who's paid to pick up the shit. So, honestly, Michael Rappaport can shut the fuck up and blame his neighbors. Man, Dammy's still a dick, but he didn't make your neighbors into scumbags.
And hello, Buddy Hepburn.
Hey, bro.
Hey, buddy.
All right, today we have the last of the Mothra trilogy, the last movie ever made really dedicated to Mothra, Rebirth of Mothra 3 from 1998.
Did they know they were doing something final with this, or is this a retconned name? Because that's such a weird name. It's like Rebirth of Mothra 1. It's like, I realize that this is a bad example, but like Final Fantasy 17 turned out not to be the Final Fantasy, right?
Well, they had originally planned this for one movie, but the idea was spanned out so much they broke it up into 3 movies. And since the first one did so well, they decided to, yeah, we'll make the rest of this. It's kind of like the Star Wars trilogy, except for
Except
in this,
good.
except for in this version, the last 2 tanked.
Well, the same with the Star Wars trilogy. If you're talking the sequels,
Well, yeah, if you look at them at a trilogy basis,
the
but
sequel trilogy fits the pattern, right? The first one was a hit because of pent up demand, but no one really liked it, and it dawned on them when they saw the second one that they didn't want to see any more Star Wars movies ever again.
yeah. For example, Rebirth of Mothra 1 made 1 billion yen, and the next 2 combined didn't even break 100 million.
That's like $60.
It's all funny money, so it doesn't really matter. But comparatively, the first one made 10 times as the other 2.
Where I come from, we don't have money.
Well, that's because Mandami drove you into the poorhouse.
It's true. It's true. I don't want to say too many bad things about him, or I could get taken away. You know how communists like to disappear people, Germ. I'm just if I said anything a little too uncharitable at Commissar Mamdami, I take it back and I apologize right now.
Well, he is listening.
If he's not, he
Kind
will
of
be
like a
soon.
demented little brown Santa Claus.
So, Gorilla, you going to fly out and be an emergency snow shoveler? You got your 2 forms of ID and you're ready to go to the safe injection center to do 2 forms of heroin?
Yeah, how much fucking penicillin am I gonna have to pack for all the shit on the sidewalks? I don't want to
Just
get
don't
stabbed by
talk to
someone.
anyone that Don't talk to anyone. There's not many English speakers anyway. You only speak American. You probably won't have too many people to talk to. Hey, Gavin.
Hey, Gavin.
Welcome
Let's
to our
get this
monster
started.
movie show.
Hey, I could get them to speak English just by telling them La Migra.
I don't know what that means.
And before you ask,
Immigration.
Gorilla, yes, this is in English.
Good.
English is my
I don't
second
want to listen to that
language.
commie shit. Probably good.
Bullshit. That's not English.
It's not even Japanese.
They're already lying to us, Germ. As long as you live, you shall have hope. Are they just mocking me?
Funny
Music's
enough,
awesome.
the only English version I can find was on Tubi.
Infant Island? We just can't keep this name straight.
Is it real name's Little St. James?
It's called Long Island. Oh, Magumu Kobayashi. Cool. Ah, Kenji Suzuki is back. I like his work. When does Godzilla? When does Mothra jump into the Godzilla world? Is that just in the legend thing that we get in America, or whatever, the Hollow Earth movies?
Well, we got the one in the 60s. Shows up repeatedly in the 80s and 90s.
It's Gamera who never crosses paths with Godzilla, right? Different people.
Right.
By the way, do you notice those are the same shoes that just everyone wears on an average day in Starfleet Academy?
Little Dragon has more and more jet parts. Yeah, that's right, buddy. 64 was the first. Then Mothra just couldn't handle the franchise on its own. I think the first one of this actually did so well because people assumed Godzilla would be in it.
I'm going to say it right now. Mothra's kind of an underthought monster. This is his best trilogy of movies. That last Mothra was his best movie.
Probably.
I love how none of them are a body positivity fat asshole or anything like that.
This is Japan. You'd be hard pressed to find a body positivity type.
That's capital punishment for being
They just
overweight,
had
isn't
one
it?
last week. They had that fat kid last week.
I mean, one
Hideki
that mattered.
Arabu was a Yankee for a while there, Germ. I don't know if you ever saw him.
This is a good time to say Tubi, very well worth it, even if there are commercials.
That was
Especially
only one
coming up with
commercial.
March. They get about a quarter of the Warner Brothers library.
Is that true? I guess they have to make money off something, right? Meaning
They're
Warner
licensed.
Brothers.
Yeah, they're licensed to all Cartoon Network products. And a fair amount of other stuff, too.
So I'll finally be able to watch The Fairly Odd Parents.
Fortunately, that's Nickelodeon. The Rats.
Is Ugly Americans Cartoon Network? That there was like a year of that I missed.
I believe that's yeah, that is
It was
Cartoon
Adult
Network.
Swim, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good show. Good at that product placement, Mitsubishi.
Yeah, that's what she said.
I'm just glad they wrapped that thing properly.
What service?
These damned hobos can't even afford chairs. Ha 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 ha. This loser has a chick that hot. I am so moving to Japan.
Now watch it, the Alien Invasion.
Maybe we'll get lucky and one of those meteorites will slip through and end all life on the planet.
There you go.
Yeah, I've been voting for that asteroid for years now.
Hey, Gorilla, does Germ know Sheriff? And did you have you ever met Sheriff before?
I don't think I've ever met Sheriff.
Gorilla, have you ever run into Sheriff before?
I might have, but I don't remember.
He was based. He hated everyone from New York, and he hated all rich people, and he really loved Trump. By the way, I think I've come up with a new rejoinder for people who attack me for what's going on in New York. You ready?
What's that?
Everyone is retarded here except me.
You have a good chance of being right about that.
Stupid little bastard.
Apparently, they don't have CPS there.
They got the right hats, though.
Yeah,
They,
anorexia is a way of life over there.
yeah, right. Why are they forcing these women to eat? And don't eat too much, you little glutton. I like how the father's job is to deliver food, but the 5 food groups are represented equally on the side of his trucks. Notice that?
Oh yeah.
It's the old food pyramid where they're in reverse importance, saying that we need vegetables. Have you seen the new nutrition pyramid, Germ?
Yeah. Protein at the top. That's the way it
Yeah,
should be.
and I'm getting my recommended daily intake of high fructose corn syrup as well.
She's perfectly fine into daylight too, Gavin.
I would just like to point out that protein is for losers, and I have never ever eaten any protein in my life.
So you're a vegetarian.
No, I don't my body won't digest protein. I don't like it.
I think I'll
I
let Gorilla the gay joke there.
Well, it's funny you should mention
What?
gorilla because what I'm thinking is I'm probably the next step in human evolution. That kid was a terrible actor. That thing bounced off his head and hit the wall before he reacted. Oh, shut up. It's not the Enola Gay.
It's worse. Hey, Tamagotchi.
I was going to say, is that a nano pet? Oh, look, you don't remember, Germ, you don't choose your dragon. Your dragon chooses you. I don't understand. The dragon is cybernetic or she is.
The dragon. He keeps failing, so she keeps adding parts.
He's cool looking, though. All right. It's Monster Zero, bro.
Yeah,
Shut up, you little
save
dick.
the best for last.
Sort of the reverse of the James Bond franchise that way. This is already a better story than The Last Jedi. I'm loving this movie. It's kind of like Close Encounters, huh?
That or reverse camera.
Look how modern they're.
is the savior and protector of all children. Ghidorah's kind of gobbling them up.
That's not Ghidorah, it's Monster Zero. This seems like one of the stupidest things this little asshole can do.
It probably is. You might need a little bit more firepower than a moth.
And maybe a little more bass in this song, right? Oh wow, that's really cool. I've never seen them pull it this way before. I guess this is the last time they're thinking they're ever going to summon Mothra, this company, right? So they saved the best for last in this too.
Well, it's all Toho.
Did this song chart?
In the 60s.
That's right. You're a purist. You don't like this version of the song, right?
Well, it's all just the same song. It's just a little bit remixed.
I think this weekend I'm going to learn Japanese. What do you think?
Good luck with that.
Look how fast I learned how to draw comics.
And Mothra did retain his rainbow evolution.
I wasn't ready for Tilly until Thursday. It really is Tilly, isn't it? Dude, it's Tilly. That was fucking Jennifer Wiseman. I mean, Mary Wiseman, wasn't it?
I have no idea.
Oh, badass. The creators did a great job remembering Ghidorah's power set, man, with the hurricane winds.
Hey, hurricane winds, 3 heads, lightning. He's pretty basic.
We've never really seen it illustrated so cool before. That was the best job they ever did with that. Germ on Krypton, that means hope.
This is the first time King Ghidorah had the benefit of CGI.
Yeah. This has to stay there an hour and a half, right?
1 hour 39 minutes.
Okay.
It needed to be that extra 9 minutes longer because it's the end of a trilogy. It has several endings in a row. Like
for an extra 9 minutes.
This is the best movie I've seen this week.
It's the only movie you've seen all week.
Is that Jeffrey Epstein over in the corner there?
I wouldn't doubt he tried.
No, it's Bill Gates wanking it.
There you
An
go.
STD. So oh, Bill Clinton just came into the room. All the kids are screaming.
I would just like to point out they stole that whole sequence and used it in Star Trek Beyond. That's what happens when you don't wear your mask. You know how many parents would pay to have a place like that?
Maybe to keep them, but they'd want to do without the large golden lizard.
Well, let's be fair here. It could have been worse. It's not like they sent them to Catholic school.
And he's just tanking those hits.
At least it's a pretty cool looking Mothra, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, that was sensual. Are they going to kiss next?
Not too bad with the shadows. They're digital, but they lined up very well. Damn,
That was badass.
thumping.
That was badass. Yeah, bite the curb, motherfucker. I'm gonna be
Looks
honest
like
with you.
Mothra
This
may
should
need
be
to call his own lizard.
I was gonna say, like, Mothra versus Ghidorah is a one-sided ass kicking with a predetermined outcome in every iteration of Mothra and Ghidorah. What are that hypnotic powers?
Something like that.
It's crazy how the biggest threat to their safety is Mothra.
He makes a very good projectile.
Oh, cool. Now they're gonna choke each other out.
Try to contain your enthusiasm.
This movie's got every single kink. We're fucking 7 minutes in. Who wrote this? Harvey Weinstein? By the way, I was reading some stuff today and I've come up with a really good YouTuber name.
What's
I
that?
might change to this, but if anyone wants to use it, what do you think of this one? Harvey Weinstein's fish-like penis.
It's going to go without comment.
I know that you're on your computer registering the trademark of that brilliant idea.
Oh, Gavin agrees about the choking.
See? Discriminating minds agree.
Oh yeah, King Ghidorah
Hey,
in his
Gavin.
bathroom doing interviews.
Hey, sit down.
Gavin's in this theater. Something, Epstein.
Yeah.
It's too bad we never had like a Weinstein versus Epstein like scumbag fight off where we could put them both in like a pit together. Whichever one of you comes out of there alive only has to do 50 years.
Hey, Sis Dan.
Oh,
Oh, great. Now we get the tentacle porn.
tentacle porn. It's henita or hentai or whatever it's fucking called.
Wow, this movie's weird. Movies went off the rails when they stopped letting people smoke in jail. That's what I'm blaming this on. When does William Shatner show up in this movie?
William Shatner was not really traveling to the Far East during the 90s.
He could have saved this movie. I love the way you put that. Was that because it was during his boycott of Asia?
It's sort of a mutual boycott.
Did he get in trouble in Asia?
He, while not Weinstein, had some habits, and everyone just thought it was better that he not do a lot of traveling.
Are we talking weird, funny, or repulsive?
Yeah.
A little bit
Oh.
all.
Oh, Pete, did you see your favorite congresswoman the other day?
Marjorie Taylor Greene's not in Congress anymore.
No. Your favorite big booty Latina.
She's a Romulan, and she's got a bony ass.
Her handlers are fucking pissed off though because she decided to go on a live stream at 3:00 in the morning while she was completely shit faced.
Was she drunk?
Oh,
that's fucking based. That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
AOC is great. That's the coolest thing any politician's done this week. So she got wasted during the blizzard. Good for her. What happened? She went live on X while she was trashed.
X or wherever she goes live at, she was just completely shit faced though.
That's great. That's fucking awesome. I bet you she made herself a hell of a drink. She can make drinks. Also, having seen AOC, I hope they looked at her ID before they sold her that alcohol because she cannot pass for 21.
She's a hard time passing for 12.
You saw those photographs. She is 4'6" or shorter. Am I not telling the truth there?
She definitely didn't hit 5 foot.
There was nothing there to really establish her height, but she was standing around a bunch of people. Was she not by far the shortest person there?
Yeah.
And we had pictures of her ass, and was it not bony as shit?
I would be hard pressed to even call that an ass.
It was like she had a dimple in the back below her spine. What is this kid, Bruce Wayne? He has his own fucking cave that he goes to chill out in.
He's one of those moody types.
The kind who might take a Bushmaster to a place of education, so to speak.
Either there, start dressing like a bat.
He should be careful. That tunnel's right about the right size for a Horta. Why is this kid smart as a 40-year-old?
He is a 40-year-old. It's just being Japanese, they all look like little kids.
That's what it is. I guess I'm part Japanese then. He has a embroidered cartoon of himself on his shirt. wearing the shirt. That's weird shit, bro.
Well, it's a small Japanese boy, not necessarily him.
What is he supposed to be, like a Hogwarts kind of shirt?
No, it's just that all little Japanese boys look alike.
Is he wearing a picture of a kid so that people know he's not 40 and don't serve him alcohol? I told you the kid was a little asshole, didn't I?
So, of course, he went. You should have known better.
Stranger Things just ripped this right off. It's the Upside Down.
Her mechanical dragon stalled out. Fuck.
Language now.
George Lucas ripped that idea off, huh? This is exactly like Revenge of the Sith, isn't it? Except with women, not men, and in snow instead of in fire. You are my sister. I loved you. Look, they've got all the cool American designer clothes that get made in Korea.
That man seems to be a very good father. His
And an
first
excellent
instinct is
driver.
go to the belt.
Well, he doesn't want to mess his hands up disciplining his wife, right?
Or the kid.
Well, I mean, I think at this point it's really on both of them.
She's not gonna fucking listen.
They never do.
Wow, Gorilla, you really know women and monster movies. Go ahead and say, you know one, you know the other, right?
Wait.
Yeah,
Now
you
he
shouldn't
wants her to
even
go
bother.
along with him? When he just told her not to fucking move? Now he wants her to go along with him?
Well, he knew that first time it wasn't going to be worth shit.
Wow, this is awesome. That is kick ass. Absolutely awesome. All right, I think I figured this out. Tell me if I'm not onto something. The human story really fucking sucks, but these parts are fucking badass, right?
That's how these movies tend to go.
And the Japanese could give a shit because everyone's wearing brand names with brands right on them, which you're not allowed to do in American TV and movies unless it's pre-approved. Or are Adidas and like Champion putting money into this movie?
Japan doesn't have the same brand protections as we do.
Right, but the movie's being shown in America without it being blurred out. Do you think I could call Adidas and report brand piracy? Get a reward?
Oh, they're very aware of it, but they can't do anything about it.
Not even when we show it here?
Not even when they show it here. Since it's produced in Japan, they don't have the right to go after anybody. People are free to license it here and for broadcast, and they don't need to do anything to it.
We say if you want to sell your clothes in Japan, they'll goddamn wear them in their movies.
They're not big on brand advertisement like that. You'll see like Adidas, Nike, and everything, but there's no real deals, and they're not advertising it. It's just what people wear.
Well, the other side of the story is brand defamation. They like for instance, on a show
that
like
also doesn't exist.
That's hilarious. Yeah, like on a show like NCIS, like your murderer can't have like a Nike T-shirt, and that kind of bleeds over to no one can have one. Is the other they're talking of Godzilla? You said this was an American.
That is Elizen, the fairy language. It's gibberish.
It sounds just like Japanese. That word I understood. We usually don't hear that language until Thursday nights when we watch Star Trek. By the way, Jerem, have you heard the fantastic news?
What's that?
The rumors are super intense that there will definitely be no season 3 of Starfleet Academy, and they're talking about like, let's just say the lighter fluid got a little closer to the script for season 2.
Ah, good.
The only thing this is good for is if they announce that the guy who wrote this is so talentless he doesn't deserve the buyout. I think the fans would understand if they just said that, but they probably can't.
No, from what I've been reading, they have a very good reason that they have to show everything they're contracted to show, and they can't buy them out until then.
Is it close to what we thought?
He may or may not have the right to the entire license.
Right. He will nominally have a right to.
Not nominally. He'll outright own it.
All of it?
That's the rumor.
Yeah. Hey, Kremlin.
Kremlin!
Hey, Kremlin.
Does this go back to the Shari Redstone botched contract?
This goes back to the original sabotage when he was originally hired.
The 2018 contract or 2017
Anything
contract?
he made, yeah. If he is bought out of his contract early,
He not only
anything
gets
he
the money, he
produced-
gets Star Trek.
he gets his version of Star Trek.
Oh, wait, you're saying that he gets to keep making it and he has control of his catalog?
He gets control of the catalog. He gets
Oh,
control of the
shit.
property.
Oh,
Not the
yeah,
original
no.
license, but everything that he has made and everything that's under that license, he would retain ownership of.
Crimlon in the theater is correct, by the way. That would be the worst thing. They have to have control of all of his garbage so they can burn it or suppress it. That's our lead story tomorrow. I don't know if you'll be there or not, but that's the lead story for tomorrow. We finally know why.
Mothra has X-Wing mode again.
So if you're correct, that means the choices are no Star Trek, maybe ever again, or Kurtzman Trek forever.
Not so much. Well, yeah, because
I know what I want.
Kurtzman Trek, and when Paramount tries to relaunch, he could have his own Star Trek premiere on whatever idiot brand that's willing to make a deal with him.
You would be crazy not to make a deal with him if you were like, say, NBC or ABC. You'd be crazy not to. Disney would keep that alive just to counter program, outwoke, tax write-off, and antagonize. They would love to have that, and they would love to make it so that Paramount could never, ever cleanly launch Star Trek again. This was the most lucrative thing Paramount had left. It's their biggest crown jewel. This is going to be the roughest year ever. No wonder he's trying to extend it into 2008. I'm sorry, is it 2028? I don't see it going to 2027. I think they primed the pumps to purge all his garbage out this year. Wasn't he given like a finished production order? Tried to drag his feet on some shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're like, you finish tomorrow or you don't finish by. And what's Tachyon saying? Have you heard?
I haven't heard anything from Tachyon since he said, "Oh, there's not going to be a season 3," which we already knew.
I'm not sure week to week if the next episode's even going to drop. This show is doing so terrible. I'm not ready to say they'll finish it.
Everything he's made is going to drop, and they are going to ride out his contract until the bitter end, so he can't walk away with anything.
It's the only way. It's a horrible, horrible fate. It falls to us then. We're going to be the only ones out there doing anything to help to try to keep Star Trek alive. We're going to have to fight him and his cash and his barrage of bad Star Trek. And it's only February. Oh my God. Germ, 2027 can't get here soon enough.
No, it can't. We can only hope that once he gets through the shitstorm he has planned, that they can force him out. No renewal.
Well, I mean,
and just kick him to
but now we know why they're showing the episodes, and now we know why they're so bad. This was a game of chicken, this whole series, isn't it?
It's been a game of chicken for 3 years.
Well, yeah, certainly since 2024 when we found out that the sale went down and got pulled and got rolled back, and that they already said they would definitely get rid of him. Like it was all over the place that they were looking to get rid of him. Then the sale was held off. he went full ham and cranked out more Star Trek than he'd ever made in the previous 7 years in the last year.
Mothra is back in the past.
A lot of us spend our time living in the past. I don't know if it's really important that Mothra move ahead. He's only an insect. So he's going back to the past to kill Ghidra?
Yeah.
Solid plan.
Not exactly Jurassic Park.
Okay, so that wasn't bad CGI. Why was she glitching in and out? Was that the other chick's spell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ghost, it's only the woman screaming. And Grimwood, I have no idea what you're talking about there. He says,
I believe
"Big
Grimlon has
boner,
noticed.
give my love to-"
I believe he's saying that our heroine here is pretty hot. Call me crazy, but I'm going to say Disney stole that for Leia's droid in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. It's a pretty dedicated 11-year-old.
That would be the stomach acid.
I thought the reason they were screaming was because Bill Clinton jizzed all over the place.
Why are we at Jackassish Park? It's always a bigger fish.
Mothra is not good at those sneak attacks.
I love his taste the rainbow lightning bolts.
You're sure it's a Rambo you're tasting?
We'll have to ask Pedro Pascal.
Yep, the moss is down.
Seen that look before. Okay.
Yeah, I guess they would glow in the dark, Gavin.
Yes. So do the knockoff Nagasaki brands, but different color. Depends whether you want it in fat man or little boy.
Jesus Christ, I don't know who has worse shots, the Stormtrooper or this fucking Kraken thing.
Ouch. Quite a feat of strength. Ghidorah has to outweigh Mothra by at least 10, 20 times.
All that to get the ID to be an emergency snow shoveler. Wait a minute. How did he? Okay, so he's going to Back to the Future disappear?
He should, yeah.
Mothra, the literal moth who flew too close to the flame.
Barbecued moth.
Finding his wings were indeed made of wax like Icarus of old.
Prehistoric Mothra.
That is by far the least annoying sound they've ever had for the silk, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's overwhelmed completely by the music.
We hear a little hiss. Usually it's like a really loud Star Trek kind of sound. I think it's nice how when one of their race dies, the rest of them coom all over it.
Mothra gets acknowledged as a hero.
That's fucked up.
Something
There's like
for the
40
rest of the race
seconds
to live
left
up
in this
to.
movie. Some of us need that Prilosec for Starfleet Academy. You know who they're gonna bottle his blood and make it into Viagra for gay people is Jaden. Germ, that's a male child in the Marvel commercial. Can you believe that?
That is unusual for them.
It must be cross promoted to something else.
Yeah, it has to.
It's an NFL commercial. That's why it was a man. Or I'm sorry, a male. They still made sure to show no father. There was no father, and so football's not a game of fathers and sons. By the way, would you like to answer for your fancy Seattle Treason Hawks?
That's an ownership decision, which is kind of funny since they won't be owners for more than 6 more months.
As owners, you got to love them, though. You really got to love what they've done for you guys in the time they've owned the team. But you got 4 Super Bowl appearances and 2 wins. That's fantastic.
Yep.
Plus, you guys were part of the biggest comeback in Super Bowl history. I think of all the moments of the Seattle Super Bowl history, the 2 that will stand out the most are the Patriots comeback and snubbing Trump. What do you think?
No comment.
Sam Darnold's 3 for 30. Did he complete 10 passes in that game?
Yeah.
He managed it well. He did, but it was only about 10, right? It wasn't like he had 30 attempts. Well, he had 30 attempts.
I don't think he even had 30 attempts.
he did wisely run the ball a lot, and he did get just pounded into the ground. Even when he wasn't getting sacked, they hit him every time they could. And he never turned into Bad Sam. Now, what is this rumor that I heard that the reason that they didn't go is the players themselves said, quote, "We can get McDonald's anywhere." Is there any truth to that?
No, it is a purely owner's decision. They didn't even give the choice to the players.
That sucks because Jason Myers and Sam Darnold deserve to go to the White House. As well as several other members of your team. They earned that right. You think the president will just make an end run and send a personal invitation to some of the players? Sure, the coach would like to go, right?
Yeah.
I didn't realize your owners were Hispanic.
Actually, the owner's dead.
He has
The
nothing to
owner's-
be embarrassed of. It's our owner who should be dead. So your owner died,
Yeah,
and these are
Paul
his
Allen
woke
died
kids.
in 2018.
So in other words, your owner's dead, and these are his woke kids.
His woke trust.
So are you saying one of the
Most of
reasons
which,
they're so good?
Most of the people on the board of trustees are Microsoft related.
Are you saying most of the reason they're so good is that they're trying to drive up the cost to sell them as champions?
It's one of the reasons.
Let's be honest. You'll take it, right?
Yeah.
If Woody Johnson decided to win a Super Bowl so they could sell the team, even if it didn't work out, just to have a good team, to have a Jet team that won that 6th game every season.
It's Super Mothra.
He looks super cool. That looks like the nacelles of the USS Athena, doesn't it?
Much better designed than the Athena.
Well, they had to change it 25% or more, right? All right. So he's alive in the past, is what I'm getting from this, right?
They're back in the present. The ancient Mothra cocooned it so it could rest and
Wait
evolve.
20,000 years. Why didn't it show up ahead of time and help itself out and have 2 Mothras? Still a better time travel movie than Total Recall. Anything by Doctor Who in the last 10 years?
Well, yeah.
I'm going to go out on a limb. Better aerial combat than any episode of House of the Dragon.
Easily.
And hotter chicks on the dragons.
Definitely. Oh, Teak, check the X group. Grimlon posted something for you. Just needs to paint them gold.
It's failing to load on my computer. Let's give that another try. I'll have to download. Unable to save file. Uh-oh, Crimwon. Maybe it'll resolve in a few minutes. I've seen this X error before.
I don't know. Try to reload it because it's coming in perfectly fine on my end.
All right. I still don't know what's up with this video footage of New York City police officers being pelted with snowballs, but I can tell you one thing. That is City Hall Park, not Washington Park.
Ah.
It still looks like everyone's having fun until someone starts acting like a dick.
Well, it's only a matter of time in that city.
There's like 75 people all having fun, and this one person assaults a cop, and the cops got him. It looks like most of the other citizens were pretty cool. I mean, if it's not what I can't tell. I can't tell from this. All I know is that until I heard from Germ this morning, I was I was so sure you were at the BAFTA Awards last night, Germ.
I cannot confirm nor deny.
That response took about the same amount of buffering time of the obscurity of the joke, isn't it?
I heard about what happened.
Freedom of speech, right?
I don't know how many people actually know what the BAFTA is.
It's the British Academy Award.
But you cannot go after that guy. He has a legitimate disease.
They were celebrating the disease when he manifested the symptom. By the way, I want him to be the MC of the American Academy Awards next year. What do you think?
Why not? Oh, Mothra has a new Mega Evolution.
That blue hair on his wings, he's got an activist streak now, doesn't he, Germ?
Yeah.
Next stop for Mothra, Occupy Broadway. Occupy Wall Street.
Great, now they lost the sword.
That actress is high. Look at her. Look at Mal is stoned as shit. Look at her. What, do they have to stop the cast party to film one more scene?
Who knows? He has to carry the lazy one.
I cried a little at the end of that. That was beautiful, Germ. I think Masiato
And
Tate was the hottest one. She was my favorite.
that's the end of the Mothra trilogy. And the last movie Mothra will ever headline by itself.
There could still be a streaming Mothra movie.
Yeah, possible.
Maybe a Mothra streaming show. All we know is Mothra will always be in our hearts, right, Germ? And we'll always have the Mothra song. There is something about them, isn't there, Krimlon? There really is.
Well, if you like these, you'll love what we're going to next week. We're going back to 1985 and Return of Godzilla.
I saw that in theaters.
I was less than a year old.
I know, son. I mean, yeah. You don't say.
And I think Gorilla was a good 5-10 years from being born.
Ah, the good old
85?
days.
85,
85.
6 years. 6 years. That's the year my parents were actually married.
That is a good one, Kremlin. We'll get to that one eventually.
Are we ever going to watch Reptilicus?
Eventually.
You feel it's worthy, or is that one just a little too derivative?
We'll get to all of them at one point or another.
He has the lamest weapon, Super Puke.
Well, honestly, once you get out of the big five, they're all kind of lame.
Name the big five, Jerb. King Kong, Godzilla, King Ghidorah,
Kong, Godzilla, Mothra, Rodan, Ghidorah. Gamera doesn't fit into the same universe. I was never a big fan of that turtle anyway.
I remember that from earlier. That's if I've learned anything, it's which monsters come from which universe. And the other thing I've learned is that Japanese people love a musical dressed up as a monster movie.
Yeah.
How much of this movie was spent singing?
More than it needed to be. And yeah, Gamera's okay, Kremlin. I was just never a big fan because he is too much of a thinker. And his villains were all lame.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Kremlin. Gamera sucked.
I never could get over Gamera fighting essentially a kitchen knife.
That bothered me. Also, when I lived in Florida, I saw what happens when a truck hits a giant sea turtle.
Yeah, that's not pretty.
No. It's not fair to the humans. If I were president, the two things I would do is I would have all sharks and sea turtles killed.
Yeah, it's not particularly Gamera's fault, Kremlin. He just went up against a bunch of scrubs.
If you had somehow niched him into the Godzilla universe, there would have been a way that he would have worked out. King Dong. It's a real film, and it's not an adult movie either, says Tim. Is this about what is this, like some sort of Vietnamese version of Money Talks because the dong is their form of currency? I look forward to the day where I get a Vietnamese dong super chat. It's going to be a great day.
I'll have to look that one up, Tim.
Germ, if I get a Vietnamese dong super chat, I'm giving all the dong to you.
I think it'd cost you more in the transfer fee than the dong's actually worth.
I know that like 100, something like 1 million dong is only like $36. What does a Coke
Makes the
cost?
peso look impressive.
Flights to Mexico are so cheap. I'm thinking about going to maybe like Mexico City, Machu Picchu, see that stuff. Have you seen how cheap flights to Mexico are?
Gee, I wonder why.
What?
Maybe the little cartel civil war going on.
Same old, same old. If it's as true as the stuff they're saying about New York, there's nothing bad. I mean, could it be any worse than X's version of New York? That's just what X says is going on in Mexico.
Hey, go down to Guadalajara right now. Tell us how it is.
Where in Mexico is that? Is it by the beach?
Oh,
Sure.
Go. There you go. Go Tijuana. Go Tijuana. Try go near the border in Tijuana. There. Tell us how it is.
Half the country is on fire. Could we be that lucky?
The adventure Lost on Adventure Island.
Are
Kremlin,
both countries? Sorry, Jared. Go ahead, girl.
Hey, sorry, Kremlin. Are you saying it settled down a little bit with only half the country on fire now? Must be settling down. Not everybody speak at once.
Yeah, it is looking pretty bad over there in Mexico.
I mean, first of all, I have to accept that there is such a place as Mexico. I believe that Mexico is a construct that the government sells to us. Is there really a Mexico, or is it just like the rest of the outside world's pretty much more or less the same? You see one foreign country, you see them all, right?
Once you get outside the Anglosphere, yeah, 9 out of 10 countries are exactly the same.
And both countries on our borders are collapsing. What are we supposed to do? Move in and occupy Mexico and Canada? They're going to have to solve their own problems. If Mexico collapses, Mexico collapses. What the fuck is it to us?
Real estate.
It is hot as hell there, and it's full of foreigners.
Yeah, but all the best real estate is. Sometimes you just have to fumigate when you buy a new property.
Well, I mean, we're not allowed to test ordnance in Vieques anymore. I guess we could tell the people to leave and use it to test our weapons or something. But like, what's in it for us to go into Mexico?
As I said, real estate.
Oil.
Whenever you can buy land, buy land.
Wait, you said they have oil, Gorilla?
Yeah, they got a little bit of oil.
In the Gulf of America? Because that's already ours, right?
And I think there's some by Mexico City.
Yeah, maybe those crops will catch fire and we can put something more useful in.
Hey, Headcase.
Like coffee. Hey, Headcase.
I don't know if coffee grows in Mexico. I think you can only grow
tons of it.
I don't think. Does it?
Yeah.
I didn't think there was any coffee in Mexico.
I was not aware of that.
I thought it was all down towards Colombia and Ecuador.
That's what I thought.
Mexico down through Colombia, Venezuela, large parts of South America.
Why is it like $11 for 10 ounces of fucking coffee?
Because one tree produces, on average, 1 pound of coffee per year.
No.
Year?
Yep.
No, they had a couple of bad harvests there. I think there's a disease going through the coffee trees right now, I believe.
Fleas?
Trees. There's a disease going through the trees.
Oh, there's a disease going through the tree. Oh.
Yeah, there's a leaf rot of sorts going through a lot of the coffee plants throughout, especially South and Central America.
It's just bad forest management. Fuck.
It's more the mono breeding.
You might be right. Okay, I can see what you mean because they're so identical. Once a virus shows up that can get one of them, like none of them have the skills to protect themselves.
Yeah.
Does that mean that we're going to have to go back to drinking coffee that tastes like coffee again? They might have to reintroduce some archival forms of coffee. I don't know how true this one is, but did you ever hear the legend of the 1923 cookbook?
What's that?
All right, so apparently someone pulled out a cookbook from 1923. It might have even been a YouTuber, and their idea was they would make every recipe in the 1923 cookbook. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I've seen that guy's channel.
All right, he couldn't do it. He couldn't do any of the recipes. He had to substitute everything and guess what it must have tasted like. Almost all forms of cherries and oranges that preceded 1960 are almost completely gone. Almost all forms of like limes, all forms of like pears, the different kinds of like non-maraschino cherries, like certain kinds of blueberries, like syrup from trees that aren't maple. Apparently, like America just went like bland and brand in like 1960.
Pretty much.
That sucks. So what is it? We get Snickers and nothing else now?
Dr. Roxo, the rock and roll clown. That is an interesting idea, Kremlin.
And also I endorsed the previous
So is
chat
that other
back
one,
in the
yeah.
80s. Yeah. Back in the 80s and 90s when it was a good idea, plenty of that in my life. I was thinking if I wrote the Admiral Teague autobiography, it would be called I Should Be Dead. What do you think?
You can't steal Ozzy's title.
He is dead.
Well, now.
Was that the name of his book?
One of.
He did have a bunch of books. He just wrote another book about his life every year with everything from the other books plus like one more chapter. Limes are not generally considered naturally occurring wild species. Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
No, they're not. They're bred particularly for the tequila.
Okay, so here's the deal then. Stuff like limes wasn't in there, right? Unless it was around in 1923. So stuff like limes not in there. The stuff that you needed, like for instance, like cornbread made with like X kind of corn, like was like a journey of like weeks plus planting in their garden to get the corn back. It's like they had to track down the seeds. Who knows how much of this was exaggerated, but it doesn't offend my sense of common sense. What do you think of the tale of the 1923 cookbook?
It's totally possible.
It makes more sense than you want to think.
Yeah. But we're about out of time. Teague, what you got coming up?
I am Admiral Teague. I have 3,213 subscribers. You should join my channel because we fight for the right to watch Starfleet Academy, the greatest review show on TV. I am the Admiral of the biggest YouTube show of all time, coming off of the biggest month in channel history, period. Germ, have you ever seen numbers like we have this month?
Very rarely.
We are the biggest Star Trek review show, period. And we would be very humbled and we would love it if you watched us. And I'll be on tomorrow night at 9 or 9:30. I have not decided yet. What do you guys think?
Whichever one works for you.
Well, I mean, I usually go, whenever we go on, it's 0 gay 30, right? especially with Starfleet Academy. Oh my God. What do you have any quick predictions for this week? I predict this week they shock us all by having it make sense for 5 minutes before the rug pull has the whole thing fall apart in the biggest shambolic mess of all time. Will they top themselves and have the worst episode ever again for the 8th straight week?
5 minutes of sense. That's asking a little much for them.
It's 5 minutes more than they've ever given us.
Yeah.
Do you predict again we get the worst episode of Star Trek ever made?
Well, without a doubt.
It's now, guys, Star Trek Academy is something that needs to be seen, to be understood. It is made to infuriate. We will be covering that. And then tomorrow night, I'll be going on with my new theory, courtesy of Germ, about why we have to watch this garbage. It's very plausible. I like the cut of your jib on that one.
Yeah, when I first read it, it horrified me, but it made too much sense.
You got to hyperlink stuff like that to make it. If you can find that again, send me the story.
If I can find it. The Gorilla, what you got coming up?
Well, we got the cigar launch tomorrow. We're going to watch the State of the Union. Then Thursday, we'll have another cigar lounge. Then Friday, we'll have the Waltons review. Then Sunday, we'll be back to a series of unfortunate events, The Wide Window.
Wait, the State of the Union is tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
What time?
Generally about the time you want to go on.
Tomorrow, Jeremy and I will be on tomorrow in the afternoon. We'll be on at 3:30 Eastern Standard Time.
I won't be back until around 6 Eastern Standard Time.
We'll be on at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. How's that sound?
Yeah, that works as long as I can get to Gorillas on time.
Like 9?
What time were you going on tomorrow, Gorilla?
I was thinking 8 Central to give time to banter before the Union State of the Union starts. No, wait. I'd have to go on 7 Central because the State of the Union starts at 9 Eastern. And I want to have a little banter before we dive into the State of the Union.
Okay.
I'll be on solo tomorrow at 6:30 Eastern Time.
Good night, Kremlin. And
night,
we'll
Kremlin.
be back on Saturday for the second part of the Romulan arc for Enterprise.
On
And
Saturday,
then
we'll be doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, Saturday. On Sunday, we'll do the last 3 episodes of Yellowstone for the Marshall's catch-up.
That show is fucking awesome. The end of that, like, as far as not being invested in Yellowstone, every episode was really good. I understand it was considered a terrible ending for Yellowstone, but it looks like it's a good build-up for whatever they were trying to launch, and I think that was maybe their priority.
And next Monday, it's the return of Godzilla.
And then we have to figure out what's up with Marshalls after that.
Yeah. Thanks for being here, everybody. Take care.
We love you all.